Hello everyone, I just received this package and this is going to be a little bit challenge. So this is not something that I repair. Okay, let's see what's here. You can see some components here. It's a capacitor. So there is a coil here. Alright, here is the device. So this is a John Deere 2004 ECM, the engine control module. So this is covered by this silicone. So the customer already removed these big pieces. The original problem, this IC here is burned. You can see the trace is gone. That's going to this pin, the pin number 1. Yeah, this pin number 1. But when the customer was removing this one, so I can see this IC here is burned. I don't know, this is a MOSFET, transistor, regulator. We're gonna try to find out. This capacitor looks okay. This transformer here, and there is a resistor here, and there is a capacitor. Of course, there is missing a little part here. We're gonna look in the microscope and see what's going on. Yeah, I did check for a replacement part or anything like this, like even if it doesn't work, just to get the numbers, the part number for this one, because the burning part is go all over the number, so I can't see the number clear, but we're gonna try to figure out. And like even if we can find one like this one with the it doesn't work, that we can check the transformer, check some other parts and move it to here, try to make one works. Or if we can find one work, we can transfer the controller IC from here to the other one to make one works. This will be good, but I didn't see anything matching this one. The only one that was on the internet, I think they are asking over $700 for this one. So let's see if we can help this customer. So this is the IC that is burned. Of course, there's not gonna be no luck, because you can see the burning part is go all the way to the number. If it's just right here, we can read the number fine. So all you can see here clear is this is from ST. I think this is the country. This is made in Morocco, and this is 04, and this number here, look how is the shape. So now we are going to just try to figure out the shape. This look like a 0, could be 0, could be 9, but cannot be 8. So 0 or 9 here. This is 0 or 9. This is, I don't know, shape like D or P or R or B. And the same thing this one, cause like a square here, or like a 90-degree here, this shape here. So the same thing could be a B or D or R or P. I don't know, this one could be Q too, maybe. So this is, we are going to try all these numbers and letters till we see if anything match in this one. So this is the first one that we're going to go with. We're going to look to see if we can missing component here. Here, this is our resistors. Here as well, here, and here. So this resistor, you can see this transistor is the same, 1 AM, and this one is 103. This is 10 kilo ohm resistors, so we need couple 10 kilo ohm resistors. We have missing transistor here. One AM, like this one. There is a missing connector here. I don't think that's a big deal because this connector is now in use. Yeah, I did check and the other part I didn't see nothing. So there is a R18 missing from here, and maybe it's this is the R18. Yep, those look like the same size. For you to find which beds is missing a part, you look at the beds. You can see these beds is shiny and round. These beds is no component was on it, was empty. This bed here, you can see some cuts. You can tell that it was something on it. So this one, it was a component in it. This one here, look, yeah, there is some scratch on it, but there is no component. There is some MOSFET or so. There is nothing here as well. So that's a capacitor we're going to need to test. I'm going to check the transformer and I'm going to test it. There is a DC is mean a capacitor. This is a capacitor here missing. It should be this big one here. That's the one is missing. There is a cracked resistor here. Gonna need to solder it back. This one here. The other side of the board now. Yeah, this hole is the pin, the burned pin, but there is no connection on the other side of the board. There is a missing transistor here. This transistor should be the same as this one's. So it's a 702. That's the part number. There is a missing component here. This is a LC's mean capacitor, and it should be the same as this one here. We're gonna take this capacitor, read it, see what's the capacitance on it, and we look for a replacement one. So here, yeah, here is going to be a lot of work. But We need to help the customer. So I remove the capacitor. This one here, the big one. This capacitor is 330 microfarad. And here we have 308 microfarad, and is a 0 ohm ESR. So the capacitor is still good. This transformer here, these two sides still look okay. But this side here we have one wire is good, but the other one, you can see it is over there. We are going to make one wire from it. Gonna solder one wire over there to the board, and we get this transformer to work. So this is not a big problem. Yeah, I'm gonna put all the part that I found here, so we can get close to what's missing parts. So this is the list of what was missing or burned component. The transformer already fixed it. This one here, this resistor, the R11, yeah, it was missing for the back. The R18 here, done. Transistor NPN, this one 1EM is here, so I'm gonna put it now. This capacitor is here, so I have it here. This over voltage protector, this one here, that's one I got it today, so I'm gonna install it as well. LC5 capacitor, this SMD capacitor here. I'm going to check one of these capacitors to see what's the capacitance in it. Then I'm going to look for one of these ones. The TQ4 is a MOSFET. This one here is done, and we have some resistors. All these resistors here was missing, is here. Then DC5 capacitor, DC5 capacitor, this one here, it was cracked bad, I soldered it back. And there is a component here, I don't know, is missing, or it was an empty spot, but I'm going to check it. Yeah, let's see that. So this is the component here. I see just a pad. Yep, it's a crystal. Now we're gonna need to solder this pad here is cracked. So let's start soldering some stuff of this. One pin, this one I'm going to need to make a jumper to here. This one here we need to figure out where is the ground. So the ground is this side. You can check from another capacitor ground, like this one, this is the ground. So this is the ground as well. The capacitor was 100 microfarad and 16 volt. This transistor here, it's right over there. To be sure that the replacement part is the same as the one we have here, and you can see this component here, all of them the same. There is a resistors by them the same, the one is missing. So I took one from here and I solder it here. This is a 3 pads, and we're going to use this tester to check what is this component. So this is the N MOSFET, and you can see how it is. So 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna put the replacement one, and we check if it is a MOSFET too. And these are N channel with the same pins over here, the 1, 2, 3. So this is the one we take from the board. So we're going to test it, and here the same thing is a MOSFET 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the MOSFET soldered over there. So the next missing component is this capacitor here. You can see all these capacitors is on the parallel with these resistors. So I took one capacitor and we measure it here. So these two MOSFETs is ready to install them. And let me put that. Yeah, for the capacitor you need to wait till it's cool a little bit. Don't test it when it's hot. Okay, this capacitor is 1000 picofarad. So that's the original capacitor from the board. And this is the capacitors that I ordered. So I want to be sure that they send me the right one. Yeah, they sent me the wrong size, but I think it's going to fit in the place because the pad is wide. This is 0603 size. This one here 0803 size. If the capacitance is the same, it will work. So next, yeah, this capacitor, because it's new, it's still strong, is 1100 picofarad. So it's gonna work fine for 1000 picofarad. So I need one more capacitor. Transistor is a NPN, and the arrow is going to the 2. So the replacement transistor, this one here, the same thing is the NPN, and the arrow is going to the number 2. Tons of the components was missing, installed, and we fixed this transformer, put back this capacitor. I fixed a leg in this crystal, missing resistors, capacitor, and the transistor, MOSFET. This one here, it was burned. That's the original one. It was no number on it. We get something close to what I think it is. This is overload protection. It means even if you run the wire from here to here, it will work. But we want to put the component back. And this capacitor too, it was bad, and a lot of missing component here. So this is the missing transistor, which was 1 AM. So you go to SMD code. I use this one a lot. So this website, and we go to 1. So we go 1A. And we look for 1EM. So 1EM all the way here. That's a NPN transistor, and that's the transistor. And from here you can look by the replacement, you can look by that model number over there, the part number. But if you go on eBay and put 1EM, you are not going to find the right so this one here, the burned one, that can't tell what's the part, that's the number marked here. So I was just looking for something, anything close to it, and this is what RB040. And I did see some specs here, like the voltage is a 80 volt. That's the symbol of it. There is a diode and 2 Zener diode and 1 Zener diode here. And if you go more down, you're gonna see like what this chip is mostly used for. And here, car supply network, you can see it here. So this circuit is using for cars. So this is all for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.